I'm Keegan. The hardest part about growing up is letting go of what you were used to and moving on to something you're not. Has anyone felt this or felt this in their life of growing up and how difficult it can be? Now, parents can only give you good advice or put them on the right path, but the final forming of a person's character lies in their own hands. I feel like these two quotes really describe the situation that I went through growing up and kind of my decision to move out. I'm a junior in college now. I'm in a fraternity. I've had big decisions in my life that I've had to decide, kind of through my college career. And my first 2 years, I decided to live at home and live with my family because they're some of the most important people to me in my life. And I felt like that was something I really wanted to do at the time. But as I was moving through my college life, I just felt the balance between family life and college life. I went through my freshman year, I was living at home, I went to a local high school, and I was coming back and forth from college, and it just felt very similar. And so I wanted something different. But I want to show you some of the main people in my story, my family. I have 3 younger sisters and a younger brother. I have 3 teenage sisters, imagine that, right? This is me and my little brother. He is my best friend in the entire world, probably the reason I stayed at home so much. He's like a miniature me. We were both the same interests. We both play soccer, all that. So he was the main reason I stayed at home because he's my best friend in the entire world, and I can honestly say that. That's my mom, my sister, and I. I'm always close to my mom. Just talk to her about anything, and it's just nice to have that kind of comfort there. This is me, my dad, and my brother again. My dad, he honestly gives me some of the best advice. So it was that situation at home was very nice. It was tough to leave, especially coming to college and being an in-state student. I realized from the audience analysis, a lot of you are in-state students, so I know a lot of you can relate. I believe only one person was from out of state, which was a pretty big deal. But the purpose of my presentation is to inform you of kind of growing up in college. This is a big time for a lot of us. We're making a lot of big decisions, whether it's choosing ASU, choosing to leave your family home, or choosing, kind of your career path. And what I want you to learn, and my goal is that it's scary, but it's your decision, and be confident in your decision and kind of go from that. So I'm going to talk about my process of moving out, my family life, why I wanted to do it, the big moving day, and the last point would be growing up happens fast, and there's a lot of lessons to learn. So let's dive right into the story. Like I said, freshman year felt just like high school. I wanted something different. So my sophomore year, I decided to rush a fraternity. I can honestly say that was one of the best decisions of my life. It helped me kind of move on from college. I knew I wanted something different with my ASU experience, and that was the best way I got it. And it was difficult. There would be times where I'd be out till 3 a.m. doing something, and then I'd have to go back home. So it was kind of a struggle balancing that family and kind of college life. Have any of you had that experience, or just kind of the balance of it? I know I sure struggled with it. I had the family, I had the school, I had fraternity. It was just a lot to handle. So my sophomore year, I was talking to 3 of my fraternity brothers, and we were discussing moving in together. Now that's huge for me because I don't drink, I don't do certain things, I like my life in a certain way. And so I'm very particular with roommates, especially if I'm going to leave the family that I'm very close to. So we decided to move into Vista together. It was a big step. It took me a while to tell my parents. It took me a couple of weeks because I was just kind of nervous about it, nervous of what they thought. Have you guys had like a lot of parent pressure? Kind of just like, I don't know, afraid to tell your parents stuff at times? I know I did at that point. So August starts to come around. It's getting closer to the big move-in day. The night before my move-in day, I had all these range of emotions. I was excited, I was nervous. You guys, have any of you felt that too? I couldn't sleep. It was a big moment for me, especially leaving my siblings, because I look as myself as a role model towards them. And I always try to set the best example possible. And I don't know, it was just kind of hard leaving them. But So moving day came, I moved in, and it was a great experience. These are my roommates now, and they're my close friends. It was kind of a transition from college life to, or family life to college life, and it was nice moving out and adjusting, fully immersing myself in the one instead of kind of balancing on the one line, having one foot here and one foot there. And I guess this is kind of my story, of growing up. I know all of you have different situations, different things that you're going through, different experiences. Growing up is difficult, but everyone goes through it. It's something everyone will have to do sometime in their life. I mean, we all grow older. As connecting with my opening quote, I wasn't used to the college life fully. I was living two lives. I was used to the family life. I was used to my parents, my siblings always being there. And yeah.